Well, hello there and congratulations. I see you've made it to the other side. Thank you for downloading the 90-Day Goals Productivity System. We are big believers in goal setting and how it directly affects the vision that we've been called to power. So we made this PDF document or framework based upon the teachings of a very unique teacher and trainer named Tom Mendoza, and from our own processes that helped us to effectively build a 7-figure faith-based nonprofit in just a few short years. During that time, we were able to service the community and reach over 20,000 individuals. So we could only do that if we were really specific with the goals that we needed to do and put action to those. Now, just in case you're meeting us for the first time, I say us because I'm so used to us being together, but right now it's just me. I'm Angela, one half of the Miles Factor, and myself, along with my husband Victor, help urban churches to form and build fundable nonprofits so they can win grants, impact their communities, and see the vision manifest in that community. So this 90-day vision planner, it's on its way to your inbox, and we're just going to wait on technology to do what it's got to do. And you'll look in about 10 or 15 minutes and you will get this, and it's going to be able to help to guide you through this process of the productivity system. But I wanted to be able to take this time to give this brief training to walk you through the system so you can better understand how to use it, how it applies to you, your life, your ministry, your church, your business, your vision, so that you can move forward with it and get the best out of it. So let's dive right in. Once again, you're going to check your email, like I said, in 10 or 15 minutes, but let's go forward. So in this quick start training, we're going to dive into the system. Now, according to Stanford's executive program, 90% of high-performing people set specific goals with outcomes. They have a deadline for their goals, and they write them down. 90% of high-performing people, so they have something that they know. The high-performance system is something that if it's implemented, you'll be able to see the big picture in your life, in your ministry, and 90 days is that perfect measure of time to really make real good progress. It pretty much equals out to a quarter, and we know every year is divided into 4 quarters, so if every quarter you're making very specific goals that have outcomes and measures, and you write them down, then you'll accomplish a lot more in the year that you would have without it. The 90-Day Goals Productivity System, we call it the secret weapon of 90% of high-performance people, and it's about having time-bound, measurable goals. This system starts off with 3 personal goals, and in those 3 personal goals, you're going to state, what can I accomplish over the next 90 days that will make me feel good about myself? Now, here's the thing. These 3 personal goals are not to be shared with anyone. I know, I understand, we get excited about goals that we make, but for the purposes of this system, you don't share this with anyone. You're actually going to write them down. Here's a picture of what the productivity sheet for personal goals looks like. It's already pre-divided for you so that you can do this quite easily and be able to get your goals down on paper. So you're going to write down all of your personal goals, and you're going to make sure you allot them 1 per line so that you're able to go over what you need. Then you're going to move on to the next page, which is going to be the 3 professionally focused goals. These professionally focused goals are something that's focused specifically on your church or ministry, if you're already a nonprofit leader, perhaps your business, or if you have any other type of professional opportunity, you want to use this time to focus these professional goals. Now, it's a little different with these because you are going to share these professional focused goals. This is what the professional goals sheet looks like. And what you're going to do is you're going to ask your boss or your leader or your overseer and those that you serve with, how would you feel if I were to achieve these goals over the next 90 days? So you're actually going to need their input so that you know if the goals that you're setting are going to be on the right track. A lot of times we set goals and we know they're going to make us feel good, but those are what your personal goals are for. These goals are specifically about how you're going to make a difference by giving something in your professional realm to make a difference in that time frame. Now, after you do that, you're going to be complete with that process of writing the goals down. So here are the steps you're going to follow. This is when the system kicks in. Number 1, you write it down and you make it real. So all 3 personal goals, all 3 professional goals. And then you put that down and you walk away. You leave it for a day. You don't bother it. You don't read it again. You don't look at it. You walk away with what you've already stated written down. Number 2, what you're going to do is you're going to come back the next day and you're going to read each goal and you're going to ask the question of yourself, if I actually complete these goals, would these make me proud of myself? If your answer can be unequivocally yes, then you're fine. But if you're thinking that maybe you overreached with one of the goals, or perhaps you could have did a little more, then you want to tweak that blueprint. You want to change those goals up so that what you have on paper is really what you want to use moving forward before you go into the next portion. So number 3, this is when you're going to construct action items for each of those goals. You're going to set out specific things, 1, 2, 3, ABC, however you like to react. Then you're going to write those out specifically and how you're going to get from A to B. If it's having more reading time or being able to read 3 books in 90 days, how are you going to do that? Is it number 1, I'm going to set aside time in the morning. Number 2, I'm going to use part of my lunch hour. Number 3, I'm going to also read before I go to bed. So you see what I mean? You're constructing action items for each one of those goals. So that's personally and business-wise. If you're going to look to start something new in your church or ministry, or just even get something in a better state than what it is, you're going to need to construct those action items for each of those goals so that you can be able to reach them by planning them out. These goals are actually appointments that cannot be broken. So you're making these appointments with yourself, just like you were planning something on a calendar that was very specific and important, and you say, hey, I know I already have this on my calendar planned, so I can't override it, I can't break it. If you're saying I need to get up at 6 a.m. to work out on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, guess what? You need to get up at 6 a.m. and work out on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'm not saying that they can't be totally moved around, but the thing is, you're trying to create a place and a space in your mind for this high performance that once you've written something down, then it becomes golden. It's something that you're not going to break because you're putting all your energy and all your efforts forward in this process so that you can get the absolute best out of what you're doing. After you're completed with your 90 days, you're going to come out feeling like a superhero because you're going to have done something that you can be proud of. Proud of because you were able to not only write those goals out and accomplish them, but also because you were able to go through the process of what you needed to do that. And so the next time you're going to do it again, but you're going to reach higher. You're going to make your goals even more attainable because you're going to practice this system of high performance goal setting. And that's what it's all about, making sure that you can take the goals from your life, from your professional and your personal sides, blend those together and come out with being this high performance individual. Because when we're visionaries and when we're looking to move the kingdom of God forward, we know that there are several things that we have to do. But if we don't map them out, if we don't strategically plan them out, and if we don't put the time and effort into them, a lot of times they will fall by the wayside, and we want to get them done. So we want to make sure that we focus on these things so we can move those forward. Okay, now this is not just a system or not just anything that you're writing down. It's actually literally a change in the mindset. It was a study that was done by Stanford University. So you know that it's things that are put in place that are studied on how the mind works and how we are helping to build the mind to be a high performance system in and of itself. Isn't that great? Now it's time for you to get started. In just a little while, you should have your 90-day productivity system in your inbox. You're going to take it, you're going to print it out, and you're going to give it some time to go over those goals so you can really write out something that's heartfelt, something that's going to help you in the process. But what we wanted to do today, we wanted to be able to offer you something to help you with that third portion specifically, and how you're going to flesh out those goals from A to Z or to A to B or 1 to 10, however it is that you want to do it, so that 90 days from now, you're not just saying that, hey, I had the system, but you have this whole unique plan that you can put together to be able to move forward. So if you want to know what it is, I'll tell you now. Everything that we promised you is going to be sent to your inbox very shortly, and we know that you're going to love it. But while you're waiting for it to arrive, we want to show you a powerful planning guide to make purposeful things happen in your ministry and in your life. And it's called the Visionaries 90-Day Vision Planner. Now, today on this page right now, you can get it for only $7. We normally sell it for $19 inside of our resource center, the Fundable Church, but you can get it right now for just $7. This 35-page planner will provide you with a roadmap to building a solid vision that allows the elements in your life and your ministry to complement one another as partners in this journey and in your calling, because they overlap. You cannot separate them. what is part of our life is also part of our vision, which is part of our journey. So you can get instant access right now by just clicking on that button below, $7 while you're on this page. It's 35 beautiful pages in this planner. It is electronic, so you get instant access, so you can download it, and you can even have the ability to print it out if you like, have it bound. Inside of the portal where you get your ebook, there's a tutorial that even shows you how to do that. So listen, we're going to tell you about what's included. Part 1 is an overview of vision planning. This is how you're going to really get specific on what your vision is for the year, the next 3 years. And then you're going to break that down into action items that you do over the course of the next 30, 60, 90 days to get to those goals. Part 2 is projections and goals. So you're going to really write these out specifically, get them in a process so that you know exactly what you need to do. Part 3 is vision planning. Part 4, monthly and weekly goals. There are 12 to 13 weeks within the 90-day period, so you have that many sheets to write out your goals. And then finally, part 5, we've given you a mini book inside there called Define Your Personal Vision, where those action items that we were talking about on the personal plan, you can actually write those out and have somewhere specific to separate those from your ministry or professional goals. So it really comes in handy to do that. Once again, click that link below right now, $7. You can't pass that up. It's something that's really going to help you to move your vision forward, to help you to get clear on your goals, and to be more productive as leadership in the future. Once again, the 90-Day Vision Planner is what it's called. And if you click that link below right now, you'll get instant access. Okay? Thank you so much for joining us for this mini training, and we hope that you enjoy the Productivity Planner, and we know that you're not going to pass up this opportunity to go ahead and get the Vision Planner. Bye for now.